My people, oh, hey, our people say motiku because more secret they come out, more review they come. In fact, this video when I want me to watch, please save this video. Save this video and share this video. Very important. There's one part I want you guys to watch and save. Please. I greet and I salute all of you according to your time and location. Now, welcome back to my YouTube and Facebook page. My people. If you watch this video finish, anything you understand by this video, leave your comment at the comment section. Share this video for me. Share and woto. We go expose these people. It's very, very, very important to expose these people. I beg you guys. Because waiting they happen for justice for Mohbad, so I don't know where they carry matter go. Nigeria police forget say the whole world is watching us, so they are watching us carefully. That they say we will go make mistake and we will not go make mistake. Please, let everybody see what is happening. And I will see you now for my next video. Thank you and God bless you all. Please share.
Auxiliary nurse who was contacted and invited by Yobani Sadiq, aka Spending, a friend of Mohbad, on 11 September 2023 to treat the singer at the deceased residence in Lekki. CCTV footage in the house reviewed the CCTV. She eventually came on Tuesday 12 September 2023 and administered 3 different injections which are believed to have occasioned the chain of reactions that directly resulted in the eventual death of the singer. The interim investigation report into the unfortunate death of Ileri Oluwalajumeji Aloba, aka Mohbad. It also focuses on allegations on the social media that the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency could be complicit in his death following a viral video in which the late singer raised the narrative of his experience while in custody of the agency prior to his death. The intent of this component of the investigation is to establish if there is any evidential proof to circumstantially or directly link the allegations against Naira Marley, Sandaria, and NDLA to the eventual death of Mohbad on 12 September 2023. Following the inauguration of the Special Investigation Team, detectives have undertaken the following actions and covered the underlisted investigative grounds. 1. Identification and interview of vital witnesses. As of today, a total of 26 vital witnesses, including the complainant, have so far been identified and interviewed, and statements recorded by detectives from them in aid of investigations. These include the following. Mr. Aloba Joseph Oluwabamiwo, the father of the deceased. Mrs. Abosede Aloba, mother of the deceased. Mrs. Kolawole Kemi Bose, deceased sister. Miss Aloba Blessing Oluwashio, deceased sister. Mr. Aloba Adura Beni Shedrack, deceased brother. Miss Sheyi Awonoga, deceased manager. Miss Adeyemo Oluwatife, aka Darosha, deceased personal assistant. Mr. Ajishegiri Sultan Ayobami, deceased DJ. Olarewaju Idris Adedoja, deceased personal photographer. Mr. Idris Busari, deceased friend. Aderinto Ademola, aka Ade West, deceased friend. Mr. Adeyemi Olamide, deceased friend. Oladapo Oreoluwa, aka Lifestyle, deceased friend. Adesoya Adebiyi Dolapo, aka Ajay Singh, deceased friend. Fidelis Esabon is the driver to the Prado Jeep that the deceased hired to attend the concert in Ikorodu on 10 September 23, and in an attempt to punch Ibrahim during their physical brawl, Mohbad hit and broke the rear side glass causing him injury on his right hand. For those of you that would be interested in, you can look at the picture. That's a picture of the vehicle, the damage that led to the injury on Mohbad. Okay, you can circulate. Mr. Soso Soberekon is the show promoter who invited Mohbad to perform at Ikorodu to promote his product, the General Bitters, on the night of 10 September 23, where the fight that led to the injury and subsequent chains of events started from. He has given detailed statements. Mr. Omoni Temidayo Raphael, aka Zlatan, he was one of the musicians that performed at the same event in Ikorodu on that night. Engineer Chinaka Jesse is the deceased neighbor whose vehicle was used to rush him to the hospital when he became unconscious. Dr. Olushola Joshua is the medical director of Kuramed Hospital in Lekki, Lagos, where the deceased was taken to and declared as confirmed as brought in dead on 12th September 2023. Dr. Beke Deborah Oluwatosin is the medical director who was on duty, and he was one that certified the deceased dead on the day he was brought in at about 15-20 hours. Ms. Fajulube Semitope, Ms. Abbas Aminat Abiola, and Mr. Oluwajobi Emmanuel. They are all staff of Kuramed Hospital who also witnessed when he was brought in dead. Dr. Owala Chigozie is the director and CMD of Perez Medical Care in Lekki. When they took him to the first hospital, the Kuramed, and he was certified dead, his family members and friends that took him there were not convinced. So they took the body from there again to Perez Hospital, where he was recertified as dead. Then Dr. Temitope Maxine Olumuyiwa, he is the medical director of Cornerstone Hospital, Akute, Ogun State, where the principal suspect, Feisayo Ogedembe, claimed to have been trained as an auxiliary nurse. The written testimonies of the witnesses are likely of high evidential value, and they have aided in establishing the sequence of events leading to the death of Mohbad, the identification of the suspects, and the roles each played. They have also aided in gaining a clearer insight into the allegations of assaults and bullying leveled against Sam Larry and Naira Marley. Suspects. 5 suspects have so far been identified, arrested, and detained and interrogated on their alleged roles in the sequence of events that led to the death of the singer. The summary is as follows. Ms. Feyi Sayo Ogedembe is the auxiliary nurse who was contacted and invited by Yobami Sadiq, aka Spending, a friend of Mohbad, on 11 September 2023 to treat the singer at the deceased residence in Lekki. She eventually came on Tuesday, 12 September 2023 and administered 3 different injections, which are believed to have occasioned the chain of reactions that directly resulted in the eventual death of the singer. She is the principal suspect in the death of Mohbad. She acknowledged that it was the injections that she administered on the deceased that triggered the reactions which eventually led to Mohbad's death. Other expert opinions and witnesses' statements corroborated her admittance. Her actions of administering doses of tetanus toxoid, paracetamol, intravenous, and ceftriaxone injection, which was also administered intravenous on Mohbad at his residence, that's Mohbad's residence, on 12 September 2023, immediately triggered the reactions, including vomiting, goosebumps, and convulsion, that eventually resulted in the singer's death. This criminal liability is further heightened, granted the evidential fact that as an auxiliary nurse, she is not qualified to administer such medications or function as a qualified nurse. She also did this in a non-clinical environment and in a professionally negligent manner that negated standard medical protocols. 2. Mr. Ayobami Sodiq, aka Spending. Sodiq is a friend to Mohbad who invited the auxiliary nurse to treat the deceased. He's been suspected of conspiracy in the death of the singer. His action in inviting a person known to him as an auxiliary nurse to attend to the deceased under a non-clinical setting occasioned Mohbad's death. He's being held for conspiracy to commit felony. Ibrahim Oluwatosin Owoduni, aka Prime Boy. He's a childhood friend of Mohbad. He attended the show at Ikorodu in Mohbad's company on 10 September 2023. At the end of the show, Mohbad and Ibrahim were engaged in a violent fight, during which Mohbad was injured. The management of the injury subsequently resulted in his death. So he's being treated as a suspect. Samson Balogun Eletu, aka Sam Larry, is a suspect who was arrested on allegation of being complicit in the death, as well as in relation to the videos that have gone viral about bullying and assault, which in some quarters we believe perhaps had any link with his eventual death. He was arrested, he's still in detention. Abdulaziz Fashola, aka Naira Marley, was also arrested and is still currently in detention for similar allegations. Other actions that have been undertaken by the Special Investigation Team include exhumation, autopsy, and toxicology tests, which were undertaken on 21st September 2023. The results of the autopsy and the toxicology tests are being awaited. Investigation letters were also dispatched officially to National Drug and Law Enforcement Agency with a view to getting their official representations on the allegations raised in one of the videos by the deceased about his experience when he was arrested. We also forwarded investigation letters to Nigeria Medical Association, the Pharmacists Council of Nigeria, with a view to getting their expert opinion on the conduct and processes of the principal suspect, the auxiliary nurse, in attending to Mohbad. Letters were also dispatched to the CMD, Cornerstone Hospital, Akute, Ogun State, to clarify the role of the hospital in the training of the principal suspects. And from the inquiries, we discovered that she's not just an auxiliary nurse. Currently, she has no job, so she operates from home to attend to anybody. So she's a quack, by our own definition, who is a freelancer. Letters were also dispatched to Nigeria Immigration Service with a view to confirming the travel history of some of the suspects, particularly Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Investigation was extended also to CMD Kuramed Hospital and the CMD Perez Hospital, where the lead singer was taken to as brought in dead. Statements were recorded from them and their staff. Crime scene visits. Detectives have also visited the residence of the deceased at Lekki. The intention was to review the CCTV footage in the house. Unfortunately, the CCTV was out of order. It's not been functional even before this incident. However, the visits led to the recovery of remnants of drugs and injections and other test kits administered by the auxiliary nurse, including 1 tetanus toxoid injection, 3 used syringes, 2 used syringes filled with suspected medicine content, 1 packet of ceftriaxone solution, procaine penicillin injection, empty broken pack of diclofenac injection, paracetamol diluted with water, water for injection, 6 hand gloves, 1 bandage, 1 plaster, and 1 iodine solution. Also separately recovered is the mobile phone of the deceased. All have been registered as exhibits. We also visited, the investigation team also visited Kuramed Hospital, Perez Hospital, Chandelier Nightclub, VI, which represents one of the scenes where the deceased in the viral video was assaulted at the Elegushi Beach also. Medical opinion. In addition, as part of investigative efforts that are aimed at obtaining expert opinion in the likely cause of death of Mohbad through a professional review of the actions of auxiliary nurse Felisayo Ogedengbe, the principal suspect. On 26 September 2023, a team of medical doctors, pharmacists, and nurses drawn from the Pharmacists Council of Nigeria, Nigeria Medical Association, and the Nigeria Police Force Medical Services jointly interviewed the auxiliary nurse. A detailed report, which is being utilized as an expert opinion and critical evidence of high prosecutorial value, has been submitted. It specifically identifies some illegal acts and professional negligence in the manner the drugs were administered on the deceased by the principal suspects. The report also confirmed that as an auxiliary nurse, Ms. Feisayo does not have the competence, knowledge, brief, or certification to diagnose, prescribe, or administer drugs and injections on patients, as she was supposed to work under the directives and supervision of a qualified medical doctor or nurse while on duty. The report also strongly projected that there is a link between the medical negligence of auxiliary nurse Feisayo Ogedengbe and the death of Mohbad. Sequence of events directly accounting for the death of Mohbad. Based on investigation, this represents the sequence of events that eventually culminated in his death. On 10th September 2023, Ireoluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad, attended a musical concert at Ikorodu Town Hall at about 21:00 hours on the invitation of one Soso Soberekon to promote the General Bitters beverages, which is marketing. Mohbad arrived in the venue of the event at about 19:00 hours in company of his wife, Mrs. Cynthia Omowumi Adebanjo, and their 5-month-old baby. His childhood friend, Ibrahim Oluwatosin Owoduni Prime Boy, and Mohbad's personal assistant, Adeyemo Boluwatife, alias Darosa, all of whom were in the Prado Jeep, which was hired by Mohbad for the events and driven by Felix Esambo. Others that accompany Mohbad in separate vehicles include Ayobami Sadiq, Spending, Aduragbe Shedra Kaloba, who is the younger brother of Mohbad, Ajisegiri Sultan Ayobami, Mohbad's DJ, Aderinto Fawaz Ademola Adewes, Mohbad's friend, and Olanriwaji Idris Adedoja, alias OG, his photographer. Other musical acts that performed along with Mohbad at the show included Zlatan, Shehu Kuti, and DJ Fokati. At the end of his performance at about 23:00 hours, as he made to exit the venue with his entourage, he discovered that his vehicle had been blocked by other vehicles, while some of his fans and area boys also moved in. Mohbad, who from witnesses' evidence was said to be tipsy and hyperactive, became infuriated, and as he attempted to come down to clear the road, Ibrahim, his friend, prevailed on him not to do so for his personal safety. This further infuriated Mohbad, and it eventually degenerated into a hot argument between the two of them and physical fights. In the course of an attempt by Mohbad to hit Ibrahim with a blow, Mohbad missed him and smashed his hand against the window of their Prado Jeep, causing him an injury on his forehand, and he bled profusely. Eventually, the situation was brought under control, and they all departed for the Lekki residence of Mohbad, excluding Ibrahim. Upon arrival at home at about 0200 hours of 11 September 2023, Mohbad refused to go to the hospital to treat his injury, despite persistent persuasion by his wife, staffs, and friends, including the Prado Jeep driver whose vehicle was damaged. Later in the day, the injured hand, which was still bleeding on the second day, started getting swollen, causing Mohbad unbearable pains. Is the injury? You may also pass it on. How it got swollen by the second day. So at this point, his friend Ayobami Sadiq, Spending, who noticed the increasing pains, further insisted that he must go to the hospital for treatment. Mohbad still resisted and opted to call his personal nurse, identified as Nurse Fumi, who unfortunately was not available. At this point, Ayobami Sadiq, Spending, offered to call his own nurse to attend to Mohbad. That nurse turned out to be the auxiliary nurse, Ms. Feisayo Ogedengbe, a suggestion that Mohbad consented to. When Ms. Feisayo was contacted at about 14:30 hours on Monday, 11 September 2023, she was unavailable but promised to come the following day, being Tuesday, 12 September 2023. Ahead of her arrival, she requested that a picture of the swollen hand stroke injury area be videoed and snapped and sent to her for assessment to guide on the medication to come along with. This was eventually done. At about 14:35 hours on 12 September 2023, Ms. Feisayo eventually arrived armed with one pack of cetrazone injection, one vial paracetamol injection, tetanus toxoid injection, one vial procaine penicillin injection, 7 ampoules of IM diclofenac, tincture iodine, several needles, and syringes. Ms. Fesayo administered the tetanus toxoid on the arm of Mohbad and gave both the paracetamol and cetrazone injection intravenously. Immediately, the cetrazone injection was administered. Ms. Fesayo confirmed that Mohbad started vomiting, while goose pimples appeared on his face and all over his body. At this point, it dawned on Ms. Fesayo that Mohbad was reacting to the administered medications. She consequently ran out to procure hydro and nizafene infusion. While at the pharmacy in the locality, she got a call that Mohbad had started convulsing. Eventually, Cynthia Omoduni Adebanjo, Adura Agbemi Shedrack Aloba, Olanrewaju Idris Adedoja, Aide Habib Ido Daramola, Aderinto Fawaz, and Ms. Fesayo rushed him to the hospital in the vehicle of engineer Chinaka Jesse, their neighbor. Unfortunately, he was pronounced dead on arrival at Kurabed Hospital.
If you listen to this particular report, you will find out that Mohbad's wife's name was not mentioned in any way. I carefully listened to about 30 minutes of this video. Mohbad's wife's name was not mentioned. And she was with Mohbad from the very onset to the very downset of Mohbad's life. Now, investigation was going on. They did this, they interrogated, they arrested Naira Marley, they called Sam Larry for questioning, they're in their custody, and the prime boy was arrested as well because he was the one that fought Mohbad. The quack nurse or the auxiliary nurse was also arrested because he administered an injection to Mohbad that led to his death. And his friend that was there, ADC, his personal aide were arrested. All of them were arrested, but not his wife. When I dig down to the issues of this whole investigation, I found out that Mohbad's wife, mom, is an officer. I don't really know because that is what our source told us, that Mohbad's wife, Monda, is an officer or he has a great rank in the police sectors there. So now I figure out this might be the reason they are trying to, as much as possible, to filter the name of his wife, which is also a primary suspect. I'm not saying that she did it, but nobody is not guilty until court proving so. So everybody should be fully involved. But why the wife name is not mentioned in any of this case? Meanwhile, Mohbad, there was a video of Mohbad calling his wife, a bit audio voice that Mohbad sent to his wife that, oh, I hope you are satisfied now, this. And the prime boy, who was with Mohbad lastly, also said that Mohbad and his wife has a great altercations and that before he had allegedly have issues with Mohbad. Though in his confession, he said he didn't touch Mohbad. Mohbad only asked him to leave this car. Now, I want you guys to watch the confession of the prime boy. Then we will now compare what the police said about prime boy and what the prime boy said about his wife that the police did not report or investigate. So let's watch the video of prime boy, the guy that allegedly used juju to knock Mohbad that led to the issues that happened. So let's watch this particular video of prime boy whereby he was addressing the journalist along with his lawyer to talk to the journalist about the whole issues. So let's watch this particular interview of him. We'll be right back.
Oduni Oluwatosin, popularly known as Prime Boy. Nothing really happened. Mohbad, I saw Mohbad miss call on Saturday, and when I saw the missed call, I was shocked and I was like, oh, my Mohbad called me. Then I called him back immediately, and he told me, Prime, can I come over? Uncle, let's just chill. Uncle, he's missing me, you understand? And I said, okay. Immediately when I heard the news, I ran to my friend. I'm going to the island, this, that. Then they said no problem, that they would join me soon because the next day is my brother's birthday. So even everybody will be there too. So and I said, okay, but me, I'm going today because I need to be with Mohbad. And getting to the island, I got to the island in the evening around 7 something. So getting there, I saw Mohbad in the parlor with some guys, with his boys, playing with his kids. Then immediately I dropped my bag and picked his kid and I started playing with him. We greeted each other and he asked me what did I want. I said, oh, I don't want NSC this time. Go and get me Chelsea this time. And he sent someone to go and get me a bottle of the Chelsea. And when we were drinking, having fun, talking, he was playing some old videos for me on YouTube and we were having fun. Then the next thing he told me, he forgot to told me that he's having show in Ikorodu. That was tomorrow. And I said, tomorrow, I should have told me now. Tomorrow is my brother's birthday too. Then he told me that, okay, let's do it this way. He said, Ibrahim, after that show, I will invite my brother to come to his house in Royal Pine. And he will celebrate another birthday for him. And I accepted, and okay, it's another celebration. And my brother will be happy to be with you as well. So we get into the show. When we got to Ebute Meta and his wife, and as in him and his wife started having some arguments, eating arguments, which I don't even like. I don't even, I don't need to interfere in the family issue. So I was just looking, but the matter keep popping up. Like I don't understand. Even after the show, and I escort Mohbad to the car, and I said, wait, let me go and clear the road. I started clearing the road and I was hearing that, calm down, no car can leave here now until Lantern and other artists because we came in together with convoy, so only you can leave. But I noticed Mohbad was angry, and because he don't want to stay in the car with his wife because they were having one or two, but it was eating to me. But Mohbad was not happy that I was the one telling him, there go shebi by lotima solve gbogbo matter ele. And that was what I was just telling him, and he was angry that I did not give him the chance to pour his mind out at that moment. And I told him, this is not where you do this. When you get home, then solve your family problem. This is a show. You are here to have fun. Just smile. And he wants to come down from the car. And I was like, don't come down from the car. I was sitting here. His wife was sitting down at our middle. And Mohbad was sitting down there. And his wife was holding down Liam. That was his son. So I was not like, you can see your son here. You don't need to do all this. Then he came down and turned. Like maybe my own is getting too much, maybe in his family, and he asked me, just open the door, and because there was security with him, army, Onyabo, because they were shocked that Mohbad came down without going on stage. So they followed him to where I was sitting, and then he opened the car. I was like, oh, kilo shele bye. He started eating me and saying like, prime. I said, kilo shele. Next thing, say, oh, yeah, bọ́lẹ̀ mo ní akin bọ́lẹ̀ báwo ṣe fẹ́ disgrace mi bí báyìí ni ṣe bá jọ wá láti island báwo lè máa ní kí n bọ́lẹ̀. So I was just smiling saying it. So àwọn àmì yẹn wá ń wò wá wọ́n wò pé gbẹ́gbẹ́ àwọn ṣeré ni due to I was still smiling. So the next thing I saw is taking it personal. The military and they saw this one is taking it personal. So they held his hand and said, okay, Prime, you come down and go. Then I came down from the car and I found my way. I went straight to the stage to meet Cubana chief priest and explain to him that, sir, I don't understand what's going on. That I don't understand that Mohbad is my childhood friend, and all of a sudden he asked me to get out from the car. He started hitting me because I don't know what's going on. Then the Cubana chief priest asked me, okay, stay here. Let me go and make findings of what is going on. Then I left. I announced. He asked the security, watch over him. Don't let him leave here. Then I said I won't. Then I stood. Then immediately me checking out. Where is Cubana chief priest? I'm waiting for him to come and give me feedback. Everywhere was empty, both the Prado, we bought like 15 Prados or 10 with the general boss, everyone, we came together and everywhere like dry immediately. So I was shocked. So I only called my director, I can't come out of this ghetto. You know all these Omota that are there, I don't want them to wound me. Then he said I should hold on. He called someone that is living around that town hall and said, hello, and that person seems to be someone that into man lugon fún one church wọn ló wá pé òun ló wá gbé ó lóun mọ àwọn ọmọ ta ẹ̀wọ̀n mọ̀ ọ́ ní àdúgbò ẹ̀ ń pé kankan ní ṣe mí òun ló wá find bí mo ṣe kúrò níbi bẹ́ẹ̀ tó find mo kúrò níbi bẹ́ẹ̀ tó gbé ọ̀kadà so di bá ṣe kúrò níbi bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀kadà tí kò láyé àwọn ọmọ ta yẹn àdè book Uber àdè bímọ àti director mi àdè gba island lọ sí apartment táwọn àbúrò mi ti ń ṣe birthday. And I explained what happened to him, that me and Mohbad, we have little Korea, and he asked me to get out from his car, but that does not stop me from celebrating with you. So I came back for your birthday. And that was all. Then we started having fun, Then on Monday, like it happened and I was on the island on Monday. So on Monday, and my bag is inside that Prado with my director bag. So I told my director, I need my bag. You know my passport is inside that bag. So I can't risk leaving my passport there. So how will I get it? Then I text Wumi, which is Mohbad's wife, that's Cynthia. I said, Cynthia, I need my bag, oh, and my director's bag, and he's traveling tonight. He needs what is inside the bag. And she told me, don't come here for now. She texted it, and I have the proof of everything. So, and she said, don't come here for now. I said, don't come here for now, bro. So I started texting her. She did not reply me. So I text some Mohbad friends, boys. That was Lifestyle already. So I text Lifestyle, and Lifestyle said, okay, you saw the bag, that I should not be angry about what happened. I said, no, it's me and Mohbad. He will soon call me now, and everything will be over between us. So it's just normal thing. So I just need my bag. And that one said, okay, he has already seen the bag, and he helped me gather the bag. And he said he's not at home now, but you give me someone number that will go and get. So I sent my director to drive there with Uber, that help me go there, go and get my bag. I was in the apartment at my brother's birthday. So my director went there, and they gave him the bag, which with my own bag, with his own bag. My director, they gave him the bag, my own bag, and his own bag that was left, because we can't go back and take the bag because of the incident that happened. So, and I asked my director, when you get there, what were they doing? He said he did not see Mohbad, but he saw his boys playing table tennis in the compound. So they just opened the gate and passed my own bag to him and his own bag. I said that was all. For me to see my bag, Mohbad will call me by itself. I'm happy that they are playing. So what happened? So the next day, that was maybe Tuesday or so, I just, after the birthday, the next day, I just, we find my own roadside manager, which is Banky. He said, Prime, I'm going to the mainland. I said, well, me too, I'm not doing anything here. Mohbad, actually, I want to come and play with everybody. Through me, people see Mohbad too. So, and now we are having courage. So let's just go back to the mainland, chill our brain, then we can come maybe later. So we get to Ikorodu in the morning. Because we left Ikorodu very early, and we get to Ikorodu we get to Ikorodu in the morning, and we get into Ikorodu, we find a place to go and rest because the stress was too much. So we have to go and rest in a friend's place. So I was sleeping, my friends were sleeping, my roadside manager, everybody, we slept off. And the next thing was Prime. Only Mohbad ti kú. Say Emokoten Shesha Mohbad kú báwo. And she wine mini. And my phone was switched off, unless I would be the first person to hear the news. But my own phone was switched off. So immediately I was shaking, and I just go and plug my phone. I just start seeing messages popping up. People were saying, Prime, is it true this? Is it true this? I was shocked. I was not like, immediately I went online and said, are you satisfied now? Because he's always complaining about people chasing him, this, that. And I'm always seeing no videos online, this, that. And I was not happy what I saw. So I said, okay, the next thing, like in the next 3 hours, I just started seeing my videos. They said he fought with one of his friends at Ikorodu, and that one beat him with a ring in his hand. And I was like, hey. They even told, they said police invited me. No one invited me. I'm not a criminal. I've never even, for my life, I don't even know any police case. Nobody invited me. I was even calling some management that, sir, what should I do? I called like Ogbagi, because military were there, Onyabo was there, police was there. So how will I touch him? Because they don't know me, they know you, they would disgrace me instantly. So I was just like smiling. So I was pretending that nothing happened to even them, but Mohbad was for Gbogbo.
Now, barrister. Yes. Now you are going to be walking into
Yes, I called the commissioner this morning, and I've told him we're coming in at 12 o'clock. As you can see, we're here before 12. So I'm taking Owoduni Ibrahim, aka Pride Boy, to the commissioner of police now, in charge of Pansi, so that he can state his own side of the entire incident. So, and I have trust and confidence